Ever been driving on a highway or a freeway, and on the side you notice these numbers that sometimes increase, sometimes decrease, depending, I guess, in the direction that you're going. But you see this thing ever so often as a number. And in some cases, you actually see the exits that you're exiting on the highway. Each one of them have a number, and for most intents and purposes, it moves in a direction. It's pretty noticeable which direction it's going. These things are a way to help you to understand when to make decisions, when to turn off. You know that if your exit's on 89 and you're seeing the 88th marker, you know that maybe it's time to start moving over to the proper lane to get to exit correctly. And more importantly, it tells you how much closer you're getting to your goal. And usually they're in like mile increments or kilometer or something like that, right? And in some cases they're called milestones, right? And the whole purpose is that it gives you an indication that you're moving towards this goal. Of course, in this case, the goal being where you're exiting or where you're going in this journey. And it's helpful because it can keep you motivated. And most people are motivated when they're driving. It's sort of it's on autopilot, right? But when it comes to your goal, for example, it's important to actually give yourself these milestones along the way and celebrate the milestones along the way. Like if you get to a certain number on a scale or a certain target in terms of your habits or behaviors, you want to celebrate. You want to know that you're moving in the right direction. You want to look at these milestones and appreciate them for what they are. They're signs of progress. They're signs of direction. And you can be happy with them. So when you're first laying out your goal, you actually want to work backwards and see what those milestones are. What are the smaller markings along the way going towards this overall goal? And then while you're starting to get to them, then you can start to appreciate them. You could use them for motivation. You can use them for momentum. You can use them for feedback, right? The whole point, though, is that if you look at this long trip, it's very likely that it becomes demotivating in a lot of ways. You can always see how much further you have to go. But if you just focus on the next milestone, the next milestone, the next milestone, at some point you get to that goal without even really realizing it. And that's like when you're working out and you're looking, okay, get through the next minute, get through the next 5 minutes, get through this rep, get through this set, get through this glass of water, then worry about the next liter, and so on and so forth. Break down these larger goals into smaller milestones, smaller subsections. Break down these larger habits into these smaller actions. And if you focus just on the next action, the next habit, the next decision, the next milestone, you will get there. Like sometimes it helps to make what would seem an impossible task that much more manageable, that much more realistic. So look at the milestones, appreciate them for what they are, utilize them to your advantage, gain that momentum, and make your way to this final destination, this goal that you have in mind, and celebrate the steps along the way.